I guess it's time to rip the band-aid off. Um, Hello, welcome. My name is Kyle Landon, and you are now tuned into the commentary for my album Existed. Um, it's been an interesting process doing all of the commentaries for all of these albums I've done over the years. I don't even know, was it nine? Nine albums, 10, some, I don't even know. 8 albums and an EP, something like that. But this is the final one. The corn man is here. um the Yeah, I'm gonna have to so unlike, I mean, there's definitely some rough topics in some of the previous things, but thinking back to those Devin Townsend podcasts, he got deep and he got honest. And I think it's time to for this album. It deserves complete honesty and transparency, regardless of how crazy it might sound, regardless of how mentally ill it might come off. I think it's important that, I don't keep secrets. I don't, you know. So, Existed was primarily done in 2019. Like it was like 90% done in 2019. The first 3 tracks were made in 3 days, like in a row. I did Emerald Plight one day, and then I did Patroness the next day, and then I did Warmth the next day. I can't see the track list right now. It's blocked by the milk drop, which I should hide the name. I don't want the. No. No. Unlimited. No. Unlimited. 60. No. How do I hide the name? Okay, F4. So, yeah, this album, I mean, it exists as a sentence. It's the phrase, Kyle Landon existed. This is always supposed to be my best album, my grand master work. If you listen to one album of mine, make sure it's this one. But, we'll see how things pan out once this starts really getting into people's ears. And of course, as I've said in every one of these already, if you're listening to this, then I did something right. So, yeah. Um, I guess we should just get it started. Um, this was the same era as I Get Sad Easily, but circumstances in life and just a complete lack of confidence led me to not care anymore, or in a way, and then that was the end of 2019. I was doing all this, and then COVID happened, so I had the excuse of COVID to stay inside and not do anything for another year or two, and it just built and built and so on and so forth. But I'm gonna lay everything out here. I have therapy in an hour too, so I have to do it twice in a row. But yeah. So the it kind of started this whole thing. I guess we could talk about the album art. That is a screenshot that I colored from the. It is a 1926 silent film from France called Menilmontant. Menilmontant, something like that. And that, the lead actress there in my cover is, her name is Nadia Sibirskaya, I think. She might be Russian or something, I don't know, but Nadia is her name. And it I found that movie. It's a silent film. It's quite interesting. I would recommend it. It's like 25 minutes long or something. I found it and I watched it, and I was just very struck by it. Not only I found it interesting, not only did I feel the emotion of it, but as we can all see, I was like blinded by the beauty of this woman. And I should say how I found it. I found it because I don't know, I was on a Wikipedia hunt, just looking around, and I went onto the Wikipedia page for Futurism, which was some sort of art movement in Europe around the time, the 20s, the 30s. I could be botching all this. I don't have anything pulled up. But Futurism, according to Wikipedia and my memory, represents speed and violence and vehicles for some reason, just like going fast and crashing. Something, I don't know if there was a whole message Futurism was trying to get out there, but that's what it was. I don't know. And this film was presented there as an example of futurism, and I still don't really understand how or why, but yeah. So that's how I found it, and eventually, well, not eventually, just like I watched it a couple of times. I started taking screenshots of her looking pretty, and I guess we can get into it in Patroness, what had happened. But yeah, let's just start with Emerald Plight. Emerald Plight, it's not a nofap anthem, but I will say that I did begin that around this time. I was probably like a week or two into it when I got into this fearsome 3 tracks that I did all in a row, all instrumental, vocals, everything, all in one day, 3 days in a row. So let me just hit play. I'm yapping. I'm not gonna come out and say like, oh, nofap is, everyone should do it. Because first off, women can't even do that. So, but I wouldn't recommend it. I don't think it gave me the strength I was looking for, despite the productivity and focus I had. I think the nofap was more of a symptom than a cause. You know, I became heavily focused, and nofap was sort of a thing that sort of happened after. But yeah, I just remember writing this, and I don't know, I remember picking this drum loop out. I remember just getting the big choir and the big everything. I don't know what it's about. I just remember thinking like, it's just like, I don't have any music where I'm like, yeah, I'm him, I'm the best. So I was like, I'm gonna make that song, and it's gonna be this song. In a weird abstract way. But I'm the best, you see. The chorus, I didn't do anything yet. Also some auto-tune there. That's the last minute thing. All the auto-tune here. I realized that just, I gotta get over my pride and use it. Sounds good. But this, I didn't do anything yet. I didn't do already. This is a Playboi Carti type of chorus. That's what I was going for. And all of the different ad-libs. I realized I had a little Carti phase, and I realized like a lot of the energy and the motion comes from the massive amount of ad-libs he has going on at all times. Like, really, listen to Lean For Real. Listen to how many, or like R.I.P. There's so many different ad-libs all going at once. And it really keeps that momentum. Yeah, this little quiet part. These drums are chopped from a song I did in 2017. I was like, hey, the dynamics are good. This is one of my favorite melodies I've ever written. I love it. Just fantastic song to, laughing. Yeah. Just a total show of confidence and grandioseness. It's very grandiose. It's very machismo in a way. It's just angry and it's in your face. And I've never really done anything like this up to this point. I'm gonna start talking about the next song because there's a lot to say. Patroness. Patroness might be my favorite track of this whole album. Every time I've been listening to it constantly, past couple of days, and here it comes. And I just can't. I just feel like I made this. It just seems so unlike me. Just everything about it is just so like what. So this song is about. I guess in a way this is the title track. I do say existed here in this track. But this whole song is about Nadia specifically. And it's about how I sort of, in a way, had managed to fall in love with her, looking at these pictures of her and looking at her in the movie. And I realized I would start to every night before bed. This is not. I would look at pictures of her that I had, certain screenshots that I took of her, and I would look and I would talk to her, looking at her on my phone, and I would tell her how my day was, and I would tell her how I would like the next day to go. And I did this for like a month, maybe. This song is about that sort of process of like, I never heard voices. I never heard voices or nothing like that, but just this bizarre practice that I started doing out of nowhere. I just felt like, okay, this is something I'm going through. I should probably write about this. So it's the images of a church, a little church, and the candles and the robes, and just that's like, like am I in love with this lady, this random actress from 100 years ago? Am I worshiping her? Am I putting her up as something like a god or a saint, a saintess, a patroness, something? Like, what have I gone astray? What am I doing? But yeah, it's very. There's a Commodore 64 synth. Ooh, it sounds like a ghost rising up. But yeah, this part represents sort of just my life falling apart because I've let my sanity slip. And I'm standing at just this golden. I just picture this golden sky and this standing on a cliff overlooking the sea, and everything looks golden, and everything starts just falling apart and crumbling. But yeah, this is me trying to talk myself off of that cliff before it totally crumbles. No worship, but I love you. You're my friend. But yeah, this is just fantastic, man. I don't know what else to say about it. Just here's a little 70s rock section. Here's a dueling solos, guitar solo and a keyboard solo, left and right. Why not? Just total sickness. This is dope. I don't care. It's just total, just like, yeah, I'm him. Continuing the thread from Emerald Plight, I'm him. Accept that you're distant. This is love, yes, I meant. Because at this point, I hadn't been in a relationship for about 5 years. But yeah, no matter what, I'll never truly know who she actually was. She's just a face on my screen. Oh, those lyrics are supposed to be there. This is a 2024 recording. This one take. But yeah, I picture the robes, I picture the satin, the smoothness and the softness and just how just nice it is. Wonderful, excellent. That probably is the best track. Church Mountain's supposed to be the best track I've ever done, but it might be Patroness, I don't know. Now we're on Warmth. This track, I hope the mix is okay. I had a hard time mixing the second half, but this song is directly about the crush I had at the time, who's now the woman I'm with still. But and again, it'll come up in Michaela. Her name is Michaela. I named the song after her. If I can be totally transparent, this song, because we were friends for a long time. I had always been into her. I had always, and you know, it like, yeah, but I am technically like the hopeful ray of light, because we did end up getting together in 2020, and we're still together here in 2024. But I'm gonna just come out and say it. The fact that I put out these 3 albums, and if you look on my YouTube channel, you'll see like a May update. It's a little update video where I'm talking, and I put out all 3 of these albums in the span of like 2 weeks or whatever. It is all directly due to a big relationship crisis that we had entered, and we sort of her idea. I don't want to sound upset or angry or anything, but she wanted to go on a break. I won't get into the details of it, but that break had me reevaluating things. It's what got me to start going into therapy. It got me into, because, and I don't blame her at the end of the day, because she got to sit here for 4 years and watch me be nothing, and watch me not accomplish anything, and watch me not take any initiative, and watch me not get any of this music out, and sit on 3 excellent albums for 4 years straight. So I get it, but it was hard for me. It was very, very hard for me, and getting these albums out was sort of me just cleaning my closet and trying to just start over. And my intention was to get all these out, and then go get a real job to go appease her. Now that might happen. It might not happen. I'm still going to be doing music. I'm still going to be doing my YouTube, everything. But yeah, this song was me at the time talking myself from. It's sort of a goodbye track to her, even though I guess it didn't end up coming true. This whole idea of me just giving things to her and giving things, and in some world where we all live in caves and we still have a fire. We still have a fire that we have to take care of. It's the idea of me setting up her fire for her in her cave, and then we don't have enough firewood, so I throw my last coat in there just for her, and I go back to my cave with no fire, and I, sacrifice. But honestly, I mean, looking back, what have I sacrificed? I've just sacrificed my time, and I've sacrificed just nothing. I can't really say I've thrown in my last coat just for her. Shoot. I ain't even have my own coat to begin with. But yeah, we're good. We're good now. I'm gonna see her today. I took her to dinner the other day. It's nice. We're good. We're good again. We have a better understanding of everything. I don't got to get into detail, but yeah, Warmth was 2019. That was me talking about how I should give up, but I didn't. Okay, I should have been somewhere else by now. This was a bit earlier. This was like summer of 2019. And these chords that the same. It's the same chords. It's the same from a song I did in 2015, which was a very, very consequential year. Probably you could probably make a big list of all the times I mentioned 2015 in these commentaries. But that's the year I graduated, and then I moved out here, away from everybody and everything. But yeah, I always loved these chords. I had to use them for something, so I made this. And it's a very, very rough thing. I feel like I'm yawning. I'm always yawning in these. I'm sorry. I feel like this is a much more honest track than a lot of other ones because, well, I mean, I don't know if I can really say that. This was going to be on I Get Sad Easily, and it shares a lot of production trickery. You know, these drums, definitely use the same exact drums in a bunch of songs on I Get Sad Easily. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just... This part in the middle right here, this is a 2024 edition. Where I'm talking and you can't even hear what I'm saying, and I can't even hear what I'm saying. I was so frustrated. I'm still frustrated with how I'm home alone right now. I can talk as loud as I want, but I've been working on it, getting loud when I hear other people walking around instead of getting quieter. So this house, these doors are thin, these walls are thin. I can hear everything everyone's saying in every room in the house. And I recorded this by talking through the door behind me. So there's just natural door ambience. But yeah, just me rambling about how I should have been somewhere else by now. I think it's a good addition. I always love pushing my voice like this. I love it when you can just tell that it hurts. And then when you get the voice crack in there too, unintentional, and it's perfect. Fantastic. Okay, these drums were written in 2014. I was still in high school. And I wrote these drums. And I always loved them. So I was like, oh, throw it in here. Write something good, it'll always come back when you need it most. Yeah, here's the coming up. I don't really remember. It's just my songwriting is just natural most of the time. I was just like, okay, it's gonna be this now. Okay, it's gonna be a swan section now. Here's my swan section. I think I did a good job. It didn't have guitar and bass until 2024. I can't imagine it without it now, but originally it was just a big organ. Which the organ is still there, but it's not as prominent now that the guitar and the bass is there. But you could tell it's there if you listen hard enough. But yeah, I love how rainy this song is. I love how it's rainy, it's dark, it's cloudy. Love it, love it, love it. That's a new addition too. The little the little rhythm right there, just for that one part. This would be very fun to do live. You know it's gonna get extended out to like 15 minutes if I can get away with it. We're doing this for 15 minutes straight. You kidding me? That's what it was written for. Originally, there was a little clip of me going, "I'm sorry for myself," and I sound just like that. And this little I didn't put it here at the end, so adding that is a 2024 edition, and getting rid of the "I'm sorry for myself" is also 2024. Change. What's next? Totem. Okay. This is my other, like, what song? Like, this song makes me go, what? I did that? I'm him. This song, I just got a text from my therapist. He's in Alaska right now. The concept of this song, it just came to me one day. Maybe because Sonic has so many totem poles in it. But yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just this idea that, like, when you're a little tiny baby, in a way, your whole future relies on that little tiny baby. And then the toddler happens, and then a kid, and a teen, and then an adult, and it's all based on whatever happened before. It's all this pressure in a way. If you look at it in a certain way, all this pressure builds and builds on your adult self to sort of live up to that potential you had as a baby. So what a strong boy, what a fib. You know, I'm just sitting on the shoulders of my teen self with so much more energy and emotion. But, you know, that's only how it is if that's how you look at it. This is one of my most honest verses ever. This is just straight, like, I don't think there's no metaphors here. I used to be infinite possibility. This instrumental shares, this also was on the short list, I think is the phrase they use. This is also on the short list for I Get Sad Easily. This shares a lot of DNA with what's this track called? And then here's where I leveled up and let everybody know who I am compositionally. I still remember laboring on these chords. Worth it. But this song shares DNA with what is that track called? Tears of a Statue. Tears of a Statue. But, you know, I took it a little further here. I told my girlfriend, I said, I'm not competing with these other producers. I'm competing with, like, Mozart. I'm trying to get on that level. Stravinsky. John Williams. I labored on getting the 808, the sub, just right. Everything. It's a labor of love. I knew what I had to do. Don't let my youth all be in vain. I don't know how anyone could listen to this and not give it at least a modicum of respect. It's exactly what it deserves. Nobody's doing this. Nobody's doing this. I don't care. If anyone is, let me know, because I need some good stuff to listen to. I need to be in competition with somebody. Man. All right. Michaela. I didn't realize until I put this album out that naming a song after your significant other is a little weird when people start commenting you, when strangers start giving you comments about how much they love Michaela and Michaela is so good. It's like, wait, hold on. But this song also originates from the I Get Sad Easily sessions. But it's completely, I mean, you listen to it, it's completely like, what? How could it be? This track comes from a dream. I didn't dream any of this music. The chords didn't come in a dream, the melodies, none of it. But I had a dream that I describe in this song is about the dream and then me waking up from it right afterwards and realizing it was a dream. That's like the sweetest thing I've ever recorded, made. Just the hello there and the piano, it's just so sweet and loving and gentle. But this dream, it's pretty self-explanatory, I think. I was like on a bus or something. I don't know what the bus was for, where it was to, or how old I was, but there was some girl I never seen before. She was talking about music. I was like, yeah, I like music. And I put her on to Fishman's Yurameki in the Air, which I believe translates to swaying in the air. Go listen to that right now, Fishman's Yurameki. Just look up Fishman's in the Air. It's like 16 minutes long. Preferably the live version. Go listen to that right after this, if you haven't already. But yeah, that was in the dream. I played her that. She loved it. And we just sort of sat closer and closer. The whole dream was just us falling more and more in love. You know, I don't really got the voice for this type of thing, but I think the feeling's there. But yeah, I woke up and I immediately wrote this whole thing. Immediately woke up, got an FL, got the guitar out. I knew it had to be guitar chords or something. Or maybe, I don't remember if I wrote the piano first. I don't remember how I wrote the chords. My girlfriend told me this was girlfriend bait. This whole song. But yeah, the girl in the dream, I hope she never listens to this commentary. No one tell her. But the girl wasn't exactly in the dream. It wasn't exactly her, but it definitely resembled her more than anyone else. I figured, why not? I'll name it her. It's my dream anyway. I do what I want. This Don't Wake Me part is inspired. I'm scared that I plagiarized it. I don't think I did though. But it's inspired by, I don't know, it's some Harry Styles song. My girlfriend's into Harry Styles. And it's some like unreleased song of his that she had me download and put on a Google Drive for her. And I thought that there was like the chorus, I don't know what it was, but I thought it was nice. And it's kind of sounds like the Don't Wake Me, but it's different. So yeah, that's Michaela. I really didn't know I had this sort of thing in me. I'm glad I do. Yeah, that big old at the end, that was directly based on like the Fishman's final live album. There was a lot of big reverb hits like that in the drums that I liked. I was like, oh, they make dream pop. This is about a dream. I'll do it. Okay, we're just kids. I mean, you could tell with the drum use. This is all from the I Get Sad Easily. I use these same drums constantly, which is interesting because I don't usually stick to the same sounds. But you know, I've learned that's kind of what makes an album cohesive. Usually, is if you use the same or similar sounds. But yeah, this is definitely also shortlisted for the. This was definitely about to be on I Get Sad Easily, but I was like, this is a little bit better. So this song has like a suicidal sort of tinge to it, which I had like I don't remember if I told this story in the I Get Sad Easily one or not, but yeah, I see this as like if a tree could write a suicide note as autumn approached. If a tree dies in autumn, you know, as the leaves fall, and it wrote a suicide note about it because it wasn't dying, it was killing itself. I'm blessed by fall, I'm wilting, witnessed by all I'm sinking. See, I don't know how. Like, I just wrote. I remember just writing, and it ended up sounding like a tree talking. So I was like, okay, I guess that's it. Here's the Meshuggah part, the big crescendo Meshuggah part, the guitar and the bass and open B, two bass lines on top of each other, just madness. Yeah, kind of Gorgier-ish too, maybe, with the pinch harmonics. Yeah, I love this. But the thing I don't think I brought up in I Get Sad Easily is the fact that I wasn't suicidal, but I was thinking about it frequently. And I sort of figured out how I was going to do it if I was going to do it. And my driver's license needed to be renewed. And I used that as sort of like okay, well, if I'm gonna do it, then I don't need to renew my license. But you know, if I renew my license, then I'm gonna continue to live. So eventually, I still don't know how I feel about that lyric. Tip my cup, fill me up. It reminds me of an empty bottle. I'm like an empty bottle. Reminds me of On Cinema, Dakar, empty bottle a little bit. I don't know about that line, but I couldn't think of nothing else, so But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I figured either I get my license renewed or I don't, and that'll sort of determine if I stick around. Then I got my license renewed. Actually, it's I have to renew it again this year, so but I ain't got no struggles this time, don't worry. Just take me in, I won't disappoint. Listen to my music, I promise it's good. That's what that means. We're at the end already. Here we are with my longest song to date, Church Mountain. Starting with chorus with the Sonic Adventure 2 level start sound. And the name Church Mountain actually comes from Sonic Adventure 2 as well. It's a section of Pumpkin Hill. There's a church mountain you can go to. And yeah, I just wanted this to be my grand finale. I worked on this for a long time, and it has different melodies and chord progressions and sections from all over my catalog. This first part was written 2019. And it was actually last minute for me to I love this. All of this was written in 2019. I'll get to it when we get to older sections. But yeah, I just wanted this to be the grand finale and my final statement. And I was gonna leave this off existed because it wasn't done. I didn't have any lyrics. So all these lyrics on this song, except for the last section, we'll talk about it when we get there. But all this, I'm on my way today. It's all my fault. All this is new. I haven't sat on these melodies and these lyrics for 4 years the way every other song I've gotten to sit on. So this is all kind of still new to me, but I think I tapped in and I think I got it. But yeah, this song is just me. These lyrics now are sort of because, my intention was, okay, this is it. I'm going to get a job. It's all done from here. So, is there someone outside? I'm too busy to conduct any sort of speech with anybody right now, but you might hear some talking in the background. Or maybe that's the postman, I don't know. But this is me saying okay, this might be it. I might become a plumber. This might be it. This has to be my last stand. It's time to give up. It's been too long. I didn't want any crazy metaphor. I didn't want any big symbolism. I didn't want any big artistic statement. I just wanted to say okay, I might be done. At the same time, don't end it here. There's much to do. So, yeah, this section was written in 2018 it's from a song. It's a string section I wrote. I wrote in it sounded. It's from 2018. It's from the what's the name of it? I forget the name. It's like I'm hearing someone come in the door. I thought it was Home Alone. I thought it was 2018. I'm sorry, my brain got frazzled out of nowhere. It's like the 20. What did I do with 2018? I did The World Will Spin Without Me. That's what this session. That's what these strings are from. It's a song I did around that time. It's you, it's me, it's not you, it's not me. It's just me sort of like, do I still have it or do I not have it? Do I have any sort of energy? Do I have any drive left? Oh, this part is from, this is a different part too. I think this is 2018 as well, but way late, like December. Yeah. It was just a song. It's just like nothing but strings, and I wrote these chords and that little melody, and I liked it, so I put it in here. Nice little break. And then here is sort of a cap. There's the same sort of to cap off the series in a way, cap off this portion of my life. There's the same little rising synth from the beginning of the Gold Shadow song. Yeah, I wrote all this in a hurry and then recorded it immediately, but I think it's perfect. I am 27. Club, 27 Club, yeah. So yeah, it's me saying, yeah, you might be forgotten. And then just pushing away from that train of thought. All I gotta do is get rid of these bad thoughts. And then bring in the big melody. Cool. These drums, the drum sounds are sounds that I made, quote unquote made, put together for Bismuth off of Selfish Animal. This whole song is a big clip show, but you would never know. Had to bring back this part for a bit. And here is a solo I did with this real cheap, like $100 Amazon Stratocaster guitar. It's an absolute junk guitar, but I was just my dad bought it, and I just tried it one day, and I was like, hey, this sounds interesting, because it sounded different from my guitar at the time. And now I have a real Strat, and it sounds great, but this is what put me onto the single coil sound. I was just like, okay, I gotta have a guitar solo. Guitar is my thing. That's how I started, you know. Yeah, I just wanted it to, also because my intonation at the time, I didn't know how to fix it on my other guitar. My black and gray guitar was awful, and I didn't realize until a couple weeks ago that the bridge or whatever, the thing that holds the strings, was installed backwards. My fault from when I was a teenager. But yeah, so that's why I couldn't get the intonation right ever. So playing up high on the neck was not favorable. Not at all. So here's the last section. Actually, I did write these lyrics in 2019. I did have this part figured out already. This ARP, this whole string section, I wrote in 2015 towards the end. And I remember writing it and just feeling like, okay, maybe I should pursue this. And there's the original synth that I wrote it with, layered on top. It was originally a lot faster, and it was a rap type of song. It had trap drums and stuff, but I was like, this is too good. I gotta make this as dramatic as possible. But yeah, I wrote all these lyrics and this melody in advance. I wanted to sort of figure out like what is like the main problem of my whole life. You know, what's really wrong? And maybe if I could sum it down, it might just be loneliness. And that's why I decided, can you be my friend today? Can you be there for me? There's the sound of a train going by. I think it's a good narrative device. If you pay attention, you can hear more and more layers doing this melody. And I wanted to include like all of my favorite patches, all of my favorite sounds. So there's like the M1 synth Vox, I think. There's like, it's just more and more layers. Every single voice I could do, I played live on my drum pad. I played live on my current keyboard. I played live on my old keyboard that's under my bed right now. I played on every guitar I have, my acoustic guitar, my bass, my guitar, my other guitar, my acoustic, that I already say that, everything. I played everything. I improv'd this and I cried. I didn't expect it. I forgive myself. Yeah, that's real. I did not expect to cry, and I did not expect to have a little spoken word part, but I just felt it, so I did it. And there's the noise it makes when you finish a level in Sonic Adventure. So I figured, yeah, if this is it, I never do it again. I'm done. I become a lowly plumber somewhere for the rest of my life. I could be happy with this. I would be just fine with this. If this is my legacy, then that's fine. So, existed. Kyle Landon existed. This is the last commentary. I don't have any more albums left. It's finally over. And I gotta hop in my therapy call in a second, but yeah. Thank you so much for being here and listening and supporting and existing. I can't get no break. Nowhere. Nothing. Ever. I'll let you know I hate my life. I hate my life. But I love it too. And I'm gonna keep doing my best, and I can just hope that you are doing your best too. This is not the final Kyle Landon album. This is not the final Kyle Landon commentary. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for enjoying the art, my expression, everything. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you around. Have a good one.